What time is it over there?
It's 11:18.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Get some sleep. I know how it
Yeah.
is, man.
Finally.
I'm at the boardwalk.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I just got back from, showing FBA crash outs the tapes. They hate listening to the tapes live. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Oh, Isaac. I wish you were there yesterday. We were talking to these FBAs, and I was trying to tell them their dear leader loves Brazilian women, and they didn't want to hear it.
Five. Did you play the tape? I hope you played the tape, brother. Wait, did Vibes play the audio? Because I sent it to him. I can send it to you too, Faye.
Please, because next time I'm there with them, I'm just gonna show them. And this lady didn't want to believe. She's like, "So what? So what? So what?"
Let me guess. It was Miss Cleopatra.
No. Believe it
No.
or not, no, it was another lady. She had braids, and she was like, apparently she's a huge Tariq pick-me as well. That's what we were told.
They're all groupies. Jesus Christ.
And she's married. Can you imagine?
She's married.
She is married, and she's the like, Tariq, brother Tariq, please book me, please.
Oh God, FBA. I mean, the movement. They don't know who they're following or what they're getting into, and it's sad.
They don't.
This is the one time I'm actually looking out for these FBAs. If this is where I get treated, some crash out behavior. The one time I have their best interests at heart, this is where I get treated. God damn.
Man, AA Tether told me this morning that this guy named Byron that's always on his panel, he's an interesting fella. He's a FBA / American Indian. He's both. And we were calling him out yesterday because I seen his videos. You know, he does a lot of videos about bushmeat Africans and talking about. It's so funny because he outs himself out. He talks about him eating raccoons and beavers and even roadkill. You know, but he would never eat a monkey. So it was so funny. So anyways, we played the clips on him because he was trying to deny it. Anyways, this morning he made a video about me and AA Tether.
Yeah, he met the leaders of Pan-Africanism, apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So exactly. You saw it? Did you see it?
I saw a little bit, and I was like, I don't have the energy for this today. I can't. I'm just gonna. I feel like I'm gonna fall out of my chair. It's too much.
He called me an anti-black racist Mexican. So he said Mexican, just like he knows, Afro Mexican, but he'd rather leave that out so you can create this narrative. I'm a white Mexican. Saying the N-word. Oh man, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So, I got to clap back at that. But I'll shoot it to you guys so you guys can see it. It's pretty funny. But he has a picture of supposedly AA Tether as a Pan-African, and then me as this white mariachi Mexican, like a little midget holding him.
He is way too funny to be an FBA. I'm disappointed, man. He needs to switch sides. He's too funny for all of that.
But Faye, did you follow me? Because it says I can't send you the tapes.
I did. Okay, hold on. Let me follow you back now.
I'll see.
It should have gone through. Follow back.
I can't go there right now. I'm trying to find it. Give me a minute.
Vibes.
Slim.
How are you, brother?
Good, man. I saw you in Nagoose's channel.
Yeah, I was, bro, man. That was interesting. That was so interesting. So I love that. I love their little the Eritrean, Ethiopian, Somali chat that they do there. They do it so well. They do it very well.
Carefully acknowledge that.
Let me find this. What's up, Coco? My FBA
What's
Coco.
on? Hadn't heard from you. Hadn't been on your panel in a while. I came to shake shit up.
Yeah, go ahead, Coco. I thought you blocked me for some reason.
Oh no, I don't do that. But yeah, we put that Nigerian guy in his place. What's his name? Shabuski or whatever the hell his name is.
Oh, the guy that said that immigrants built America. That guy.
Exactly. He
How'd you
put his
put him in
ass
this
on
place?
blast.
How'd you put him in this place?
Oh, he apologized. He had to recant his statement, and he apologized.
No way.
Yes, way.
I don't believe it. Way.
Oh yeah, he did. There ain't no damn way no damn immigrants build this fucking country.
Who built it? Who built it, Coco?
Black Americans. Foundational.
You mean all
Black
the way? You mean all the way, or back in the day? Like you mean from what? There's eras. Like so.
Even till this day, these schools, these colleges, Harvard, the White House, you're still making money off of us today.
Oh, for sure. But what I meant was like, you know, from the 1700s, the 1600s to the 1800s, absolutely, it was African Americans that built the infrastructure and all those things. But what about afterwards? Like all the way from the 20th century to recently, who built that? Who were the ones that came in and built?
Well, immigrants came in. I could say that, but we did the foundation, and the foundation. The foundation is what matters.
I think
You
we're
know
saying the
what?
same
I like
thing.
that.
I think we're saying
Thank
the
you for
same
that.
thing. I think we're
That's
saying the
chill.
same thing. Very true. We're saying the
Yeah.
same thing. Yes, absolutely. But then afterwards, I think a lot of immigrants came and they put in the work. They put in the work. Like a lot of it.
Like the Chinese railroaders, yeah.
Yeah, we put in the blood, like a lot of it.
Absolutely. Was it? Can I ask? Was it by choice or?
Oh well, no, it was. We wanted a better life too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of of course it was.
throughout history,
It was
was
forced
it by choice?
because it was not paid. The debt is still owed.
Yeah,
The debt is
absolutely.
still
There you
owed.
go. Now, what I wanted to say is, like, for example, places like Google, Apple, things like that, they were all immigrants too. Google and Apple were immigrants, and then you have so many other infrastructures and platforms that were created by immigrants. Even Tesla.
Hey,
is an
I'm
immigrant.
not trying to take away from that.
No,
What
no, no, no. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
trying
I'm
to
just saying,
say,
like,
what I'm trying to say is our blood is in it, and we did
Absolutely.
it for free.
Undeniably.
And if you want to have a pissing contest, who did
Nope.
more is absolutely us.
Nope, we're not going to
Absolutely.
do a pissing contest because we will lose that 100% out of the time. The African Americans, the FBA, the Americans that are from African descent, by hands down, have created the infrastructure, the accommodation, everything what is today known as America. We know that. So there's no denying that. There's no competition. But there were some people that did some things as well.
Forced migration, forced infrastructure. I mean, we want to get pissy with it. I mean,
we came there. We did some things.
That picture is too much. Oh
yeah.
no.
Why do you have his picture up? I like him. Why do
You
you have
like Byron? Yeah.
I like Byron.
Well, Byron's been talking some shit, you know. Byron barked on the wrong tree. Barked up the wrong tree. So this is Byron, you know. This is me. This is the little Mexican dude, the little midget Mexican. That's me, you know. And I'm hugging on Prince. What's up, Prince?
Whatever.
The Mexican
Listen, man.
It's so funny, man. It's funny how he be telling stories.
I can't take this dude Brian serious, man.
Brian is really cool though. You know, he's cool.
Yeah, that's my coolest side. I ain't gonna front. That's my coolest side, man. Me and him we could play chess and talk shit about each other.
Yeah, and that's why I feel bad, right, Prince? Because I just come up in there and start kind of calling him out. You know, I don't want to just call him out right off the guard, but you know, he says I've been on his D for a long time, and that's a lie. I posted him
Well,
like last
Vibes,
week.
you know you will get on somebody D, because Lord, I was so happy when you got off of Tariq's. Good God. You probably still get on his every now and again, but Jesus Christ.
Well, Byron's out here defending him, talking about he's a paid agent like Tyreek, you know. So they're here to cause a disruption, and they're here. They're sent to be problematic within the Mexican community, within the African community, within the immigrant community. So I'm gonna take his word for it, you know. But we called out Byron because Byron said that none of that was true, and Prince had to rewind the tape and show him that that's what he was talking about. But yeah, he is really problematic. I mean, in the sense he can be funny about it, but he'd be making up scenarios. He'd be just lying. The narrative. So, anyways, he wanted to tell everybody I'm just Mexican. I'm this white Mexican, even though I told him I was bi-ethnic. Afro-Indigenous culture. He don't want to hear none of that. So he wants to come out here and just dump some line. And then I really threw him off because I told him I was Afro-Mexican and East African, Eritrean. So he couldn't even believe that. He couldn't believe that even existed. You know. So when we talk about the Black diaspora, Pan-Africanism, he doesn't understand that African people are global. That we out here in every country. You know. Again, Coco, FBA wants to generalize. Hold on, Slim. FBA's want to not generalize, just kind of box in what black means to them, you know, and how they identify. They don't want to share that black identity with anyone else, you know. And for obvious reasons. I mean,
it's not that we don't want to share. Hell, when we was asking for people to share with us, they didn't want to share with us.
When you say that, what do you mean not share?
Yeah, explain, please.
Well, when we were asking for true Pan-Africanism, we were asking, you know, not that the Africans that was coming from Africa, you know, they get over here, stay in their own little enclaves, wasn't mixing with us. Like, I ain't got no African friends. Not one. Have
you tried to make them?
Why the heck should I try to make friends?
That's not our fault. I can tell you.
They're in my country.
If I can say,
they're in my country.
I promise you, that's not our fault, because we have been, we always wanted to get ourselves included. But I will explain. Let me explain. So we were always trying to get ourselves included into the, you know, diaspora and to the community, but not always were we welcomed. So what happens, especially in the Somali community that you can see in Minnesota and in Ohio and places like that, they did their own thing and thrived. They thrived after that. And I think the Eritreans are doing the same thing. The Ethiopians are doing the same thing. I cannot speak for any other people because I only look into the Eritreans, the Ethiopians, and the Somalis. And that's because they are my own people. So that's why. But I'm telling you, when you push people away and you constantly push them away, they will start doing their own thing. And they did. It's in the proof. The proof is right there.
I can't rock with that, because I know my people. We are the most welcoming people. We are jokesters. If y'all could have just joked back.
We are roasting back, Coco. Our jokes are better.
Welcoming people on the planet.
You're not so welcoming anymore, are you?
My grandmother and my mother would give you the clothes off of their backs.
Vibes, is she FBA?
Yeah, she's FBA.
Okay, good. She can listen to what I have to play.
Are Somalis black now? Are Somalis and Eritreans and Ethiopians, are we considered part of the community?
Well, you guys were the ones who were saying you wasn't black. It wasn't us.
No. Go before that and see what happened before that.
Coco, you know damn well that people in Africa
happened way before that.
Don't regulate themselves to a skin color, you know. Those people they never had to recognize their rights under a skin color, right? So America is hyper focused on race. We know that. Okay. The rest of the world does not identify with their skin color. You're right. They present themselves with their nation, nationality, their tribe,
especially if I was going to another country,
1 second,
and I had to research the people in the country, I would
One
try to
second.
be. I would try to be more
I want to
understanding
land
to the
this. I
people
want to
in the
land this one
country.
thing. When we first came into the country, we were new, and the African American community had established themselves for 300 years before us, that we came to the United States. So when our people came there, they didn't. When we saw people of dark skin the same like we did, we wanted to be like, hey, we were neglected and pushed away. This is 100% fact. You can look it up from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Somalis, Eritreans, Ethiopians, many Africans, even Nigerians, pushed away because they were saying, "Nah, you're not one of us." And that's when people started saying, like, we are not one of that. So we do actually have our own identity. We didn't want to say it, but here you go. And that's who we are.
Okay, so Slim,
And
let me
now
say
they have
this.
established their own community.
Let me say this, okay?
Go
They
ahead.
they complain, and let me introduce everybody up here so everybody has a fair chance to speak. But let me start it off like this. So again, you complain about people not identifying with a color that now you in turn don't want them identifying with that either. So you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Okay. This thing that's happening across social media and this political like discourse, it just causes confusion because you guys are aligning yourself with people that do that push that color thing on us, like the white tea people. When the white tea people are on code, that's what they do, and they're not delineating from all the other Europeans when they all want to be white and do the racist stuff and all the historical things that they've done with their color to dehumanize and to demean and to redline other people of the opposite color, which would be black, right? So it's a clash between, you guys are clashing between two fundamentally different ways of understanding the black identity. So one way sees blackness as something that must be contained, regulated, and guarded, and the other understands blackness as something ancient, migratory, and impossible to cage. Okay. Again, blackness in different languages comes in different languages. We don't have to say black like in English to get our point across. We say it in our own and on our own language. We say melanin to describe our blackness. That's another way you can see it, but in different variety of ways. Like I said before, other people present with their nationality, their heritage, their tribe, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how they present themselves before they identify with that color, you know. But back to Pan-Africanism. That was never meant to erase anyone's struggle. It was about connecting them. It was born from the understanding that African people were scattered by force, not by choice, and that survival required memory across borders. So when we speak about like my background, Afro-Mexican, and even my East African side, I'm not adding confusion to the conversation. I'm like restoring the continuity of black everywhere, right? So again, Pan-Africanism did not originate as an American political identity. It predates modern borders. Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois, Kwame, none of them believed black liberation could be solved by shrinking black identity to one nation state. Why? Because Africa existed before the United States, and African people existed before slavery. Pan-African recognizes Africa as an origin, the diaspora as a consequence, and unity as strategy. Anything that denies one of those three pillars is not Pan-Africanism. It is nationalism wearing black aesthetics. So before I move on, let's go ahead and hear from Faye. I'm going to give everybody a minute to introduce themselves and respond to what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Faye. Introduce yourself, sister.
All right, me. Hello, my name is Faye. I've been here before. I am a 25-year-old mixed African woman. I live in Europe. I first got introduced to this whole world of like Pan-Africanism versus FBAs versus everything because a few years back I started to read into like Black history and all that kind of good stuff. And I found out around like what, 2022, maybe a bit before that, about this FBA thing on Twitter at the time. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? And I discovered like Tariq Nasheed and all these different other, I guess, thinkers of the movement at the time. And when I first discovered it, it was like they weren't really being like hateful per se. They were just like, hey, we want our own recognition, we want reparations, we want our own payback. That's fine. I supported that 100% all the way. But over the last few years, like it's taken a turn for the worse to the point where like I lurk FBA lives, right? And I see these lives, and it's not about building themselves up as a community, right? It's not about improving themselves, going back to school, getting businesses, giving back to the community. None of that. It's just dunking on Africans and Caribbeans all day long. And I'm like, how is that helping anything? It's really become like, it's not even helping like you guys now, like what's going on? And like, me personally, I think Nasheed is a huge grifter at this point. Like, I think he's not serious. Before he was doing his FBA thing, he was a red pillar. He was a Pan-Africanist. He has videos talking about women from other races, how he loves Caribbean women, Brazilian women, different women, not his own women, mind you. He's not serious, and I can't take this entire thing seriously. I really can't. I'm sorry. That's my opinion, at least.
Can I play the tapes?
Please, Isaac, please help us. Please,
Okay.
Isaac.
And while you find
Please.
the tapes, Isaac, I do want to say, yes, I do talk about Tyreek because we have to inform the community about his behavior. I mean, it's only, I'm just, you guys say I'm on his D, but literally you guys are on his defense, his D, on his defense to come over here and protect him at all costs, you know, and idolize this man. So, but here, we're going to move on to Byron now, right? We're going to move on to Byron. Now I found my new guy, okay? Go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, I got the tapes. Let's get a good listen, people. Let's see. I want to play my favorite parts about his, you know. Yeah, this thing.
Is it the Brazil thing?
Yeah, it's a Brazil thing. My favorite.
Thank you.
And you know what? I don't fucking blame them. And what I've heard from personal accounts, a lot of brothers are just going out there to just get their party on, just like going to spring break, like going to Daytona Beach or Mardi Gras. They're just going down there where the quality of women are a little better. And you know what? I don't fucking blame them. And you know what? I don't fucking blame them. And you know what? I don't fucking blame them. See, there's a revolution going on in the black male community in America. See, brothers ain't going for the bullshit no more. And like I keep saying, there is a civil war in the black community between black men and black women.
We need water.
Honestly, a lot
Water,
of
my
brothers are
village.
getting
We need water.
in on the short end of the stick. Brothers are starting to broaden their horizons. And you have people saying stuff like, well, those Brazilian women got diseases and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I talked about that. There are a lot of, diseases and shit down there in Brazil. But you fuck with these hood rats, you get the same diseases. Shit. Ain't too much of a damn difference. I mean, let's be real. And before everybody run to your computers and hop on the message boards talking about Tariq Nasheed is hating on black women, cut that corny shit out. I'm not hating on black women. Nobody's hating on anybody. I'm just reiterating the facts. Nobody's hating on anybody. I'm just reiterating the facts. Nobody's hating on anybody. I'm just reiterating the facts. Is that story on The Wire hating on black women by saying that black men want to go to other countries and check out the women there? It's just stating a fact. Nobody's hating on anybody, so don't jump on the message boards with the bullshit yet. You little hens, gossiping hens, you. But like I said, man, brothers are going down to Brazil, South America, because number one, the women.
You guys better pay attention, class. Let's pay attention.
Asses, flat stomachs, nice breasts, real hair, all that shit. On top of that, they show brothers respect. They show brothers respect. See, the brothers who are up on game, they know that those South American women, they show brothers the utmost respect. And that's all we want at the end of the day. And that's all we want at the end of the day. And Not even just respect, just no disrespect. How about just not disrespecting niggas?
But yeah, there's just there's three extra more interesting parts. The next two, they are truly my favorite.
We still have to
Okay,
listen to
Isaac,
more.
we're gonna come back to those. Okay, we're gonna come back to those too. Let's go ahead and get Coco's perspective, and then of course, I is here.
Of
How'd you guys get
course.
up here? How'd you guys get up here? I think I have that automated thing where it allows people to get up on here. All right, well, you guys are still allowed to be here. You know, we do want your
Right.
perspective. Coco, go ahead.
Yeah, let me
Introduce
introduce
yourself, sister.
myself. Yes, my name is Coco. I am a Southern lady. I was born and bred in South Carolina. I'm still here in South Carolina. I'm in my 50s. I've 2 children. I could trace my heritage back to the early 1800s in North Carolina. My dad's side of the family, mom's side of the family is from South Carolina. We have been fortunate to have some of our heirs' property in North Carolina, and we still hold on to it to this day. So,
Okay, welcome to the panel, Coco. She's been here before. Straight FBA, proud of it.
Big up FBA.
Big up FBA. Big up.
exactly.
All right, sister. What do you want? What do you want
Yeah,
to
I want to let you guys know that if Tariq Nasheed was to fall off the face of the earth tomorrow, this movement will still happen. We as FBAs and Black Americans, or the coming together, whatever you want to call us, would still be trying to delineate. It's a good thing. It's a much needed thing. And it does not mean that we hate Africa. It just means that we're going to focus on us. That's it.
Okay, and does this delineation have a due date? Does it have a timeline where
We
it's
don't
supposed to end?
We don't
Mm.
know. This is new. This is new. Like it's been going on for a very long time. We've been feeling this way for a very long time. It did not start with Tariq Nasheed. What we've been feeling, like I told you, I'm in my 50s and I have no African friends. Never really did. Only except for the people who braided my hair. So it's bigger than him. It's much bigger than him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that Tariq Nasheed started something that it's going to be exemplary. I can't even say the word. It's really going to act out these behaviors, this intolerance, this kind of this house Negro behavior where they really want to come after the people that aren't accepted in the big house. So I agree with you 100%. Go ahead and introduce yourself and give me your take before I introduce Tether and then Wes.
Well, I just want to say that it didn't start with Tariq Nasheed. It's not going to end with him. It's bigger than that.
Okay, Coco. I know it's next is Brian. So next is Brian. Go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Zamad. I'm a man from Michigan, Black American, from the royal lineage of the Black Americans. So I heard Faye say something earlier. I think she's said that basically Black Americans or FBA get on here and just bully or cyber bully immigrants all day. It may look like that, but we do talk about ourselves too. I just left a FBA panel where they was discussing Black men and women relationships. So that is something we do. We talk about the issues in our community. Y'all are part of the issues in our community. We need to get y'all out of our politics so we can focus more on our community. The Congressional Black Caucus was created for Black American interests and no immigrant interests. This is not an immigration caucus. Go to the Hispanics for that. So y'all need to get out of there. So focusing on y'all is focusing on us. I don't know why that's hard for y'all to understand.
All right, I am. And again, when you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing in it under the thumb of white tea people, under their politics, under their congressions as well. So I mean
Okay.
that is part
You can say
part
that. You can say
that
that
is part of
about
the
everything,
lineage,
bro.
right? That European lineage that you guys
Like,
put
if
up
you
so
want to
high.
say that white supremacy rule the world, everybody is under white supremacy. You can say that about anywhere.
Well,
But
when you
y'all
said
only
when you
only
said
selective when it come to us.
well, when you said the Hispanics, right? They have their own rule of thumb too, the Spanish, right? And those are
They
Europeans as
have a
well.
caucuses, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm
So
saying, what I'm
that's
saying is that immigrants need their own caucus, like the CFA, or go up, team up with the Hispanics, whose main focus is already immigration and things of that nature. That's not Black Americans' focus. That has nothing to do with us.
there's
So it
plenty.
takes away
I
I have a
from
am. I
question.
am. There's a
I
plenty of Black
have a
Americans that
question.
have international ties, and you can't deny that.
I'm
There's
Faye,
talking
I'll,
about
plenty of
Faye, I'll
them
let
in
you
the
ask
Black
your
Genesis.
question.
caucus, bro. You talking about individuals. I'm talking about the Black caucus. The reason it was created.
Faye, go ahead with your question before I introduce Tether.
Just quickly. How can you focus on your gender relations when you're procreating outside of your community?
Well, as I just told you in the comments, I'm not the penis police. I don't police people penises. You
You
can't
are so
control.
unserious. It's
You
unbelievable.
can't
It's
control
so
what
unbelievable.
You can't control who people date.
Of course you can't.
You can try to keep it to a minimum and not make it the norm, but you're
That's not
never going to
happening.
control what everybody is out here doing. Last time I checked, 90% of Black Americans were 85 to 90% of Black Americans were with each other.
Well, I
I'm
think
not worried about
the women may have
minority.
more control over that. Like I said, I have heirs property. My children know not to and not being disrespectful, not to marry an immigrant.
What
Your
about white
your
people?
children
know
will
that.
be adults
not
and
to
make
do
their
that.
own decisions, Coco.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
they're
I'm not
and
policing them.
they are doing it. They
All-
date only African
I hear you.
Americans.
Okay,
They
so
only date Black Americans. They are doing it.
Okay, let me move on. I do want to say, because Isaac and Faye, I mean, they're just trying to tell you guys that Tariq Nasheed is delineating from the Black woman. You guys don't care about that. You only care about him delineating from
had to
the
be before
There's
from the
Tariq
more.
Black
got
There's
married,
diaspora,
more.
and
right?
we
So,
Tyreek
but
Nasheed,
as soon as you put
Hold up.
and let me
Tyreek
tell you,
is married. Even if Tyreek was
Hold up.
the
One mic at a time. I just want to make this
one mic
disclaimer.
at a time.
That's only part
the
one. I'll
women in
get to
our
part two
community
and
will
part
slap the
three.
smack
No, I'll
out
get
of
to part
Tariq.
two and part
let me
three.
invite.
Don't
Let me
worry.
invite. Hold
You
on,
should.
Isaac.
He can
You
run
should
I'm
over
slap
gonna
him,
circle
and
back
he
to the tapes.
slap
I'm
know
gonna
him,
circle back to the
please.
tapes.
he know
Hold
that
on.
they can't do that to us.
Hold
We'll
on.
get to part two and part three. Don't worry. Hey,
let-
Tether, let's introduce yourself.
Yes, please. Go ahead, AA Tether. Welcome to the panel. Thank you for being patient, Wes. My brother Tether, you there?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Go. I think Tether's a little busy right now, but Tether, you're muted. I don't know if you're there, but we'll move on to Wes. Wes, go ahead and
Where's
introduce yourself.
Tether?
And then, AA Tether, right below you. I don't know
Tether,
if you
you
met him.
go.
He said he's
Oh, you're
handling
handling
something.
something. All right,
Yeah.
what's
Okay,
up?
he's doing something. Go ahead.
Okay, what are we
We're
at?
just we had the context that this guy Brian was talking mess about me and AA Tether, but before that, Isaac was running those tapes that we were playing about Tariq Nasheed talking down on the Black women and wanting African women because of their beautiful voluptuous bodies and their real hair. And he's going to
Their
go
good
into some other
attitudes,
tapes, but
and they
We don't take
respect
that.
black
We don't
men.
take that serious. We would beat
Oh my
Tariq
Yeah,
ass if the
so
Black
let
women
me
You
got
should.
Why
to
haven't
You
you?
should.
Why haven't you?
Oh God.
He's still there. Why
hold on. We're
haven't
going to let
you?
Wes. I'm trying to give Wes
He
some
can't run
context
over
here.
us.
All right, Coco. I'm trying to give Wes some context here.
So
All right, Wes.
when it
That's what we're
comes
talking about.
to, and they better let me talk because I don't have to abuse mod in here. Anyway, so back to what I was gonna say. When it comes to their father, right? FBA is their father, Tariq Nasheed, right? Anything he says or does, it doesn't really matter, right? If it's wrong or whatever, they're gonna still align with him. They're gonna still align with their father, Tariq Nasheed, right? I believe I was in the live with Isaac. Yeah, Isaac showed both clips actually, where he was basically just talking about like basically his fetishizing of mixed women, basically, right? And just like I think he was also legal owner. He was also speaking down on Black American women, right? But they're not gonna worry about that. They're not gonna pay attention. That's how naive these FBAs are, right? And they're sitting here talking about they're gonna delineate, right? I'm guessing they're gonna delineate from immigrants or foreigners or whatever, right? Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's BS that they're just trying to honestly they're just consuming that. It's what helps them sleep better at night, right? A lot of these FBAs, they literally sleep with immigrants, okay? They have
They are tether
kids.
lovers.
They have
They're
kids,
tether
like literally,
lovers.
you know, I'm like really serious. Like that's how I know a lot of these FBAs, they weren't too bright in school. Like they sleep with immigrants, right? They want to delineate, but they can't even stay away from African dick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You should say it. Keep
Oh,
saying it.
Yeah,
I'm
You're
use
so
a
right.
better
sorry.
You're right.
context. Yeah, use better
Please,
context, please.
please.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm actually really sorry. They can't stay away. I think that there's certain FBAs, right, that live in certain areas where they don't come in contact with a lot of Africans. That's why they have the biggest mouths. But as someone that lives in Georgia, right, a lot of these FBAs down here, they can't stay away from Afrobeats clubs. They can't stay away from the African food. They can't stay away from African D. I mean, they can't stay away from shit. So I really just, some of this stuff, I really feel like people are just saying it to make themselves feel better. It's what helped them sleep at night. It's just kind of weird. Like, you're saying things like, oh, my kids won't marry anyone outside of the Black American community. How are you going to tell them what to do? If they have their own interests and they're going to like who they're going to like, that's what it is. It's just kind of weird that they
Because
need
they
to date
already have done it.
specifically.
They've
They have,
already done it.
okay, yeah, okay, you know what? You're right. That maybe works for you then. But if this becomes a thing where people are going to start saying that, it just becomes so weird because it's almost like, is there an issue with someone dating outside of their ethnic group or something? I don't really know. Because the thing about it with FBAs is you guys get mad when other foreigners do that. Like if a Hispanic person says, oh, like, they can't date, like they're not going to date anybody outside of Hispanic women, you guys are going to say, oh, that's weird. You're going to make a problem out of it. Or if an African person says, oh, I'm not going to date anyone that isn't African, you guys are going to make a problem out of it. But I'm hearing you guys say right now that you have to date within your community. You're not going to date outside, or like you're saying as if it's a problem. So I'm just kind of confused because the stuff that you guys are saying, you would have an issue if other people were saying this stuff. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused. If someone could
They
help
were
me.
beefing Dominicans like months ago for saying the
Yeah,
same
because
thing about them.
it's like a new thing
It's
every
too
day.
much.
And then
It's
this is
too
the, you
much.
see the people like, okay, Faye, look at this idiot in the comments, right? This is what they do. Who's eating African food? Like, are you like? This is the thing they do. This is what they do, right? I have not only lived in Georgia, I've lived in different states. Okay, like this is not just. I'm not just making this up. Like you guys do eat African food. You guys do listen to Afrobeats. I see you guys do it all the time. What are we talking about? It's not even just in this area. I've lived in multiple states. Now you guys are gonna say, "Oh no, we don't do that. Yeah, we don't
Black
look like you guys.
Americans
We don't walk
do
like you guys. No, we don't eat
Afrobeats.
the." Yes, you guys do. Like the
And if
culture
we're
is
being
definitely intertwined. I've
honest,
seen it in the DMV area. I've seen it not even only in the DMV area. I've seen it in different states. So I just feel like, why can't we be transparent? Because
well,
that's the part that really confuses me.
they're not going to be honest. Then,
Yeah,
and
they're
you
not
know
gonna be
what?
honest
They're not
because
going.
every time I say that, they say, "Oh no, we don't do that." Yes, you guys do. No, for real. Like yes, they do,
I
Watson,
have
and it's
never
just
tasted
confusing.
jollof rice. I want
Yeah,
it
me
to taste
either.
like.
Yeah, that's a
And
you
most
It's
thing.
only
That's
a
a
Georgians
you
couple of
don't
thing.
them
eat
that haven't
African
been
food.
around Africans like that just like have the most to say.
Most of
But
us don't eat African food. It
That's
don't
fine.
look
African
appealing.
food isn't the only
It
African
don't
thing you
taste
guys are
appealing.
eating by the
Now,
sounds of it.
Afrobeats,
okay,
people
okay,
listen to Afrobeats because it ain't nothing but rap and hip hop in the African form.
okay.
Uh, that's fine. Anyway, you don't even have to lurk too hard. I've been in FBA lives where they drag each other for having like Jamaican baby daddies, all that kind of stuff. So they're not following their rules. They're not.
No, they don't follow the rules. Seriously,
Nope.
seriously. I've talked to so
Everybody
many
ain't on the
FBAs.
FBA code. Everybody ain't on.
Stop being a hypocrite. Stop it.
Wait, but here's
It's
the
not good.
thing, right?
So
I
ladies,
just
this is a movement, and it is not a sprint. It's a marathon.
somebody shouldn't go up here.
So give it time.
I don't know
Let
if
me
you
ask
got that
Coco. I have
from
a
Black
question.
Americans by statistics
Wait,
alone
sir,
stays in their own race.
chill,
Tyrone, she's talking. You can wait.
Yeah,
It's
chill,
decorum here on this
Hold
panel. We're
on.
Because I
adults.
actually have to ask Coco something.
Actually, y'all
Chill.
interrupting each other.
Tyrone,
You
stop.
have
Sir,
Oh,
calm down.
relax.
I don't
mute
want to.
yourself.
Yeah, calm down.
Anyways, Wes, yeah, continue.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. So, Coco, I have a question, right? There was something you said. See, now I forgot. Can you please repeat that last part, Coco? Because this guy above me.
I may have said it backwards. I said this is not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Okay.
Give it time.
Wait, but Coco, that's kind of contradictory a little bit, only because like I feel like when it comes to the whole African, I'm just gonna speak specifically for Africans. When it comes to the whole African versus like Black American thing, whatever FBA is now as it's called, if you're saying that this has been an issue for a long time, but for a long time I've still been seeing all the stuff I just listed. That's why I'm kind of confused. Like, is this? Okay, basically.
22. How you gonna talk about a long time?
No, because she said that Black Americans have been feeling that way, like feeling the way they like you guys feel right now, needing to delineate, right? for a long time, or been feeling like Africans have been behaving a certain way to you guys, but you guys can't stay away from them. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's the part I'm trying to
Yeah, I
understand.
don't get what you like. She's saying it's an emerging ideology. Everybody ain't on code. Some Black Americans are Pan African. Some of them
Most
never
of
gonna
you are.
follow. Some of them never gonna follow what FBA is
No,
saying.
we're not Pan African because we realized
No, so
the
a
Pan
lot of
Africanism,
Black
it was
Americans are Pan
one-sided,
African.
honey.
We just gotta keep it real.
It was never
But
anything
I'm not.
stemming
I'm talking
towards
about
us.
in general. A
It
lot
was
of Black
one-sided.
Americans
We
are
were
still
always
pro-Black.
giving to Africans.
You talking
Yeah,
about
never
FBA?
the
You
other
know
way
what? I
around.
think okay,
Never the
maybe
I
other
don't
way
know why
around.
y'all
They
lying
offered
on
you
Black
citizenship.
Americans like that, because for one, ain't nobody really eat no African food like
You
that.
need to
I
stop
think
lying.
Black
yes, they
Americans
are,
mainly,
bro. I really
no,
think
they're
they.
not. I don't know
Sir,
where you
again,
got
no,
that
I have to make a
stuff
correction.
from.
No.
Y'all eat it
Wait,
in
wait.
Atlanta.
Coco,
You eat it in
Coco, wait,
Maryland.
hold
You
up,
eat it in
I have to make a
Baltimore. Y'all
correction.
eat it. Like,
Mainly,
what are
Tyrone,
we
hold
talking
up,
about?
hold up. I have to make a
Forget
correction.
about the food.
Wait, Wes, I have to make
Much
a
deeper than food. It's
I
like
can't even
it's
talk
like a
wait,
because
connection.
y'all yelling over each
Coco.
other.
Wait, Coco, wait. I just want to
want
make
to
a
be
quick
more
correction here.
connected to an African and understand them and embrace them and welcome into my home and love them. Fuck the food. Okay?
Okay.
Fuck the food.
So
It's
mainly,
more
I don't know why you
important than
keep
just that.
projecting whoever said that stuff, because for one, Africans mainly date outside their race, and also when we look
What
at the
metric?
Pew Research, that is true, because we see mainly a whole bunch of biracials in Africa. You got people like
First of
Sade,
all,
you got Ya Kid K that used to do them
You
Ninja
need
Turtle
to.
wait,
raps.
what
I
in the
need
You
you
world
to
are you
have
talking
Where's
stop.
about?
Sade
Wait,
from?
no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
you
What are
got
you
hold on, you
talking
got
about?
Where
What
was
are you
Sade
talking?
born?
That is inaccurate.
We
That is
haven't even
very
introduced
inaccurate. What
you.
the
you
heck are
have
you
a
talking
large
about?
mulatto
That is
population
very
in
inaccurate. If
Africa.
it,
Where
no,
was
sir,
That
Sade
sir,
is
sir,
born?
sir,
accurate.
Where
sir,
was
sir.
Sade
That
born?
is you guys are the ones that date outside your race the most.
No, we don't.
No,
When we look
There's
at the
so
Africans,
Pew
many
Africans
Research,
keep
lies
it.
on
hold on,
TikTok.
by
Sir,
statistics alone, don't
sir.
lie. Don't sit up here and
That
lie.
is a lie. No,
We have a
no.
statistic.
That is a
We
flat
have the
lie.
statistics from
What statistics?
the Pew Research Center.
Okay, let's see
That's
it.
That's a
Because
professional
that's very
Can you
inaccurate.
get it for us,
source.
please?
Most
Get it for
Africans
us.
That's a
keep it
professional
traditional. I have no
EDU
idea what you're talking
source,
about.
because mainly the main investors are Africans themselves.
Okay,
You need to
I get
I
stop.
it.
would, I
You
would
need
So
say
to
the
let's not
ones
stop.
play these
abroad,
games.
the
I don't
ones
see
No,
a
that's
lot of
abroad
very
is
Black
not.
inaccurate. I'm
Americans
gonna be
talking
honest with
about
you.
this
That's very, very
divestment
inaccurate.
shit.
Enough.
Not the
I want
ones
to
on the
introduce
continent, the
So the
ones
main
abroad.
by
Tyrone.
marriages alone, by
Tyrone, there's a roll call, man. Relax. Don't be coming up on my panel like that, please. Let's go ahead
Elohim
and
didn't even
introduce.
get the chance to talk. We have to give him the chance to talk. You
I
guys
didn't even
started
get a chance to
interrupting.
talk.
Tyrone,
So
be
again, there's a
quiet.
guy
Elohim
before
didn't get the
you.
chance
There's
to
a guy
talk.
before
He
you,
was here
Tyrone.
before you. Elohim, if you
Calm
want to
down.
add something, you can kindly talk.
Elohim, yeah, introduce yourself with your race, your ethnicity, where you're from, and then go ahead if you want to chime in on the conversation.
Yeah, so I'm black. I'm from Trinidad. And yeah, that's it. So you guys, I just wanted to talk about the Congressional Black Caucus real quick because I heard that mentioned, right? So like this fear mongering that I feel like the FBA be doing, like we're taking over the government and the immigrants are coming for all the positions. There are not even 10 immigrants in the Congressional Black Caucus currently. So like, I just wanted to address that argument. I kind of want to hear what, I don't know your name. I am Zamad. I want like, why do you think that the immigrants are taking over the Congressional Black Caucus?
Well, I
They
didn't
don't do
say
nothing for
I
Black
didn't say that they
Americans.
were taking over, bro. I said the focus of the Congressional Black Caucus has shifted into an immigration or we all into this people of color thing,
Because of the
or this
immigrants or the
minority
Black
thing.
Americans?
But there are around 10 to 15 people in the Congressional Black Caucus that are either immigrant or immigrant background, including by ethnics. It's 10 to 15 of them.
They're not 10 to 15.
Indeed it
And how
is.
many in total in the Black Congressional Caucus? How many Black people in total?
It's around 65 to 70.
So you think the 10 to 15 is swaying the other 60, or are the Black Americans also
I think
pushing these
they're all
issues?
getting on this a different focus
What I want to get to with my point
from
is just
away
like, and I'm
from
gonna land right here.
what it was created for.
What I want to get to with the point is to just show you that like they love tap dancing around like the xenophobia.
Because
It's
I'm answering your
xenophobia and it
question, bro.
makes no
I'm
sense.
not giving you the answer you want.
But no, it's
Do you
not
know that
logical. You're not
do you
giving me
know
a
that the
logical
Congressional
answer.
Black Caucus was created to be a nonpartisan group, and now most of them are Democratic shills?
Facts.
Do you know that the Congressional Black Caucus is mostly filled with Black Americans?
And they're Democratic
Facts.
shills. Yeah, I know majority of them, but I just said 10 to 15
But
are
you're saying that as if
And
though
it's
the
still we get
immigrants are
them to
making these
work
decisions. The
on
immigrants
for
are not
us.
making
Actually,
any
it
decisions
is.
to undermine you,
Actually, they
right?
Until
are.
we get them
You
to
They're
have
work
not.
depends
Ilhan.
on
our
what
We're not
city.
gonna
favor.
It
skip
depends
over
on what
Ilhan
city and state
Omar.
they're
We're not
in,
gonna
bro.
skip
You know?
over Austin Chingy.
Yeah, you can let them go. It's fine. I'll just land there. I just want to land at the fact that it is xenophobia. It is like people fear mongering. Their arguments make no sense. It has no logic at all. They're telling you that the very minute group of like 1 to 2% of immigrants who live outside their country are coming here and replacing them and destiny swapping. It's all white tea
Yeah,
Destiny
it's a
supremacy
swapping. I
fact.
like
talking
that
points.
term. I love
It's
that
a
term.
fact. So we're gonna forget all about the Boule Divine Nine. We're gonna forget all about their agenda to push the white liberal NGO or the conservative white tea supremacist agenda of getting rid of the domestic black American ever since the days of slavery. So let's not forget that.
Not
And
gonna
on
lie.
top of that,
The
the
I love
statistics, what
Facebook.
I was saying about this
Domesticated.
whole
Tyrone, hold on. Introduce yourself. Nobody knows who the hell
I
you
am
are. You might be an
Tyron
immigrant.
Leung. I
You
am
might be an
a
immigrant.
American Indian Negro from North Carolina.
Wait, why are you
Half
here then?
Chinese.
So
But yeah, get to the point.
Go
Half
ahead,
Chinese. Get
Tyrone.
to the
so
point.
Make
let
it
me
quick.
cook. Let me cook. So what I was last saying was don't nobody eat no West Central African food or listen to West African music all day every day. That's a vibe. That's literally just a trend that's setting right now in the 2020s, ever since you have Tim's and all these other people influencing the next stage of hip hop evolution. But outside of that, nobody really checking for Africa like that. Nobody in the world is. Only Africans are worried about their own culture, and they get pissed off when Black Americans venerate these people. They say, "Oh, you stealing our culture. You were colonization, and this is reheated and tired and bothersome with you trying to appropriate us. But let me be you. Let me destiny swap with you. Let me come over here and trade y'all out with my own people and become the next Black Americans, because y'all lazy, y'all ghetto, y'all this and that and the third, and we work hard and stuff like that, right?" And so y'all keep using this gender divide stuff, and oh, y'all not staying within your own race. For one, Africans themselves are not staying within their own race. You got a whole bunch of mulatto and mesticos and all these other groups that's in Africa today. Whole lot of North Africa is bleached out because Africans decided to not keep their ding-a-ling in their pants, bringing over white sex slaves from Europe. So let's not discount that. Let's not discount them sleeping with the Greco-Romans and the Turks and all these Ottoman people. Let's not discount that. Let's not discount how West Central Africa was overtaken by Arabs, and they all speak and practice Arabic culture. They all practice Hebrew Israelite culture and all this other stuff. So let's not negate that.
Okay,
Because
Tyrone,
All
you
right,
brought up a
Thank you,
point
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
because
Thank
no,
you.
let
Thank
me
you.
stop
Okay,
you right there.
I do want to go back to.
Americans are
No,
not
Tyrone,
doing
be
this
quiet.
with
You had your
You are
chance.
dating.
South
I do want to
You
Carolina.
let me
are.
mod this
Stop
thing.
lying.
I do want to go back
Stop
to
lying.
Faye and then Isaac
Yes.
after. But speaking of destiny swapping, the Native Americans, right? And now we have the American Aboriginal Negroes, right? And then what are you doing about the white tea people that are there with the Native Americans on that land, own the casinos, put people on reservations? Like you got to bark up. You're barking up the wrong tree. Your enemy is someone that you are more related to, because he hot glues them turkey feathers, man, and he's representing something that you guys are at the last bit of it. I mean, talk about destiny swapping
I don't know
within
why
those
you
three different
disrespecting turkey
peoples, right? And
feathers
then you have shit
that's
to
a
talk about
Southeastern
African people
woodland
on top of all that,
headdress.
Tyrone. So I don't
know why you
understand.
insulting turkey feathers, getting that from Dean Gullah Raccoon or whatever clown that get up here talking
Tyrone,
shit.
those were my those were my response to I don't know why you barking up on Africans.
So let me respond to that. Because we actually are, and y'all trying to prevent it. Africans are
darling.
trying to prevent it. You
Yes,
got
darling, we
Gummy
are.
and Moose getting online trying to appropriate our shit and
My
trying to
key
ridicule
brethren
and mock
Gummy.
us and try and prevent us
Yes.
from getting our stuff, calling us pretendos and wabbos
Again,
and stuff.
Africans are not trying to do the American Indian thing though.
Then why
Africans are not doing
in
that.
our space? Why is
Africans are
in our
not doing
space
that.
and
They're
trying
not
to
destiny
steal our
swapping with
shit?
the American. Africans are not destiny
Yeah,
swapping
they
with
are.
the American
Then
Indians.
tell
No,
Uncle
they're not.
Moose and
No, they're
Gummy
not.
to
We
stay
got
out
our
our
own bows
business.
and arrows. We got our own
Then
feathers.
why they
We
in
got
our
our own
business?
shit back on the continent.
Why they in our
Tyrone.
business?
Because we out here. We're global. Okay, that's how
No, they're
African
not supposed
diaspora
to be
works.
global. Africa for
But
the
anyways, Tyrone, I gotta
Africans,
move on.
remember?
I gotta move on, Tyrone. I gotta move
Africa
on.
for the
Faye,
Africans,
Faye,
bro.
go
Why
ahead,
isn't
Faye.
Africa
Go
for the
ahead,
You
Faye.
give
Africans?
me
Why is
1
there a
minute.
sub-Saharan thing?
I will go wherever I want to go. I'm just letting you know right now, okay?
I ain't
You
saying you
are not
can't
copying
go
me.
wherever you want to go. I'm just
Yes,
saying
Tyrone,
darling.
we've already listened to you. Let her talk. Golly. We're
Okay.
adults. Jesus Christ. Faye, continue.
Yes. So I actually just Googled all this speculation about Africans, Caribbeans dating out more than African Americans. Not true. The Cornell Institute did a research study back in 2006, right? And they noted that US born blacks, African Americans, are more likely to date out the newcomers from Puerto Rico, the Caribbean, and Africa. If you talk about mulattoes, there are way more ADOS mulattoes in the media, in show business, than there are African mulattoes, Caribbean mulattoes right now. J. Cole, Drake, the list goes on and on and on and on. But compared to what, Sade and maybe a few other ones that aren't ADOS mulattoes? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You gotta
the
update your
Pew Research
information.
says
That's 20 years ago.
2006 is not recent.
We're gonna
It's
let her land.
Point
outdated.
We're
one.
gonna let her
Okay,
land,
point one.
Tyrone.
Okay, point one. Fine. That 1 point, maybe I'll give you that. But you are going to compare the numbers of ADOS mulattoes to African mulattoes? There are way more of yours than ours. Way more.
There's way
That's
more
a
of
lie
us.
because y'all a large
There's way
population.
more
What do you
Y'all
of
in the
us.
mean?
millions. We're in the
There's
millions.
way more
Oh, so
everything than y'all.
You're
You're not agreeing with
overlooking
him.
slavery and all the graping that happened during slavery, as far as the
Do
mixing
you
as
have
well.
any proof of that? Because there's no proof
You
of
not one
a
of those
grape
that
kit.
don't believe in
That's not evidence
man.
of a grape kit. You have to have the sex farm evidence. You also have to have the
This
DNA,
is
which
too
you don't
much.
because those bones are dead. You can't extract sperm cells from fossils. You
So
just
you're
can't.
taking away. You hear what he's doing? He's trying to take away from the lived
That's not
experience of
taking
our
away
Hold on,
ancestors
anything. You
by
have to
Tyrone.
saying, "Do you
literally.
I
have
don't know why
proof?"
you have
That's
to talk
crazy.
over everybody, Tyrone. Go ahead, Elohim. What'd you say, Elohim, before we go back to Faye and let her land her point?
Nah, real quick. I was just saying that he's taking away from the lived experience. He's like, "Do you have any evidence that there were graping of the slaves in America?" When we all know that there are living evidence and walking proof of that today. That people have evidence of in their families, but to prove his point, he's like, "No, let's overlook that fact." That's all I want to say.
It's not all way true because you had
Okay.
consensual marriages. So just
Yeah,
saying
but
that
you're
our population
overlooking what
growth
I'm
came
saying. You
from
did
grape
have
is
grape.
not
Did you
true
or
at
did you
all.
not have it going on?
Tyrone, I need
So
you
hold
muted.
on, dude.
No, you hold on, dude. You hold on, dude.
It didn't happen. It did, but
Tyrone. He's just
in
addressing
large
a fact.
increments.
I'm gonna move on to Faye, Tyrone. All right, stay muted. Faye, go ahead. Finish. If Faye, you're muted.
Yo. Again, this Pew study I'm reading right now also debunks you, by the way. Just letting you know. It states that it doesn't have the direct numbers on FBAs versus Africans and Caribbeans, but it does say that Black American men are more likely to date and marry out than immigrant groups. Just saying. Just saying. So again, this projection you're doing, it's not right. It's not right. Let me get my PC up and put this also on the screen. Give me a minute. You can skip me.
Okay, we'll come right back to you. I know Isaac still wants to run his tapes. Isaac, you got that on hand?
Nigerians got kids in every continent. Every continent, dog.
Do we talk about Vietnam, by the way, and the black vets that had kids over there? Vietnam, Japan, Korea, all these different places. Germany, Black American men. Do we go there? By the way, no.
It does not make a distinction from Africans and Black Americans, so you just lied.
Thank you. I'm done with this, man.
Faye, it looks like you're gonna be up more than a half an hour, Faye.
Vibes, you keep me up.
No, it's nothing bad. I'm just saying. You gotta prove. We gotta prove. Now we gotta prove. All right.
If you see a black mixed baby in Greenland, 9 times out of 10 is Nigeria.
That's a lie.
That's a
That is
fact
not a
because we see
lie.
a lot of Africans in Switzerland, in Poland, Germany,
Yeah, they're learning
Russia.
from that.
Yeah,
They're
the
learning from their American brothers. Trust me. It
coconut
was
Well,
in
well,
the
oil
Black
well,
was
past before
because
that.
Americans are
coconut
not a
oil and
large
napkins was
majority in
over.
Russia
because
and these
I
European
can't speak
places.
on what she's talking about the black African I mean the African American men are stepping out more. This is a black man thing. They've always done this,
Thank
right down to
you.
the
Thank
Moors,
you.
right down to the Moors. So to point out the black American men who is doing it, this doesn't make any sense to me. All of them do it. If the Moors had not done it first and wanted all the exotic cooch that they could get, they would be on top of the world right now. It has always been their kryptonite. And it's not just black American men, it's all of them. Did we get stuck?
Oh no.
Oh.
So I want to know why do y'all think slandering Tariq is going to stop anything?
I'm just educating here. It's
Yeah,
He's
but
a
still
you
my
don't
Pan
think
opinion.
Africanist. He
Yeah.
told
Just
you what
pointing
he
out
But
you
what,
you
what's
believes.
don't
going
think we
on?
know you
Why
don't
are
think we
you
know
all
Tariq?
responding? Jesus Christ! Can you all not have one? Can I not have one person respond to me? God, Lee. Anyways, like I was saying, let us all read quickly what's on the screen. I'd hate to get this live flagged, but yeah, take your time. Not too much time though. But yeah, take a good listen. Take a good look. My bad.
Okay.
And now, before anybody comes and then, oh, Isaac, you're lying. You brought up no evidence. Yeah, let's get a good listen at how Tariq Nasheed responded when not a quote unquote tether, not a quote unquote African or Caribbean woman brought this up to him. It was an FBA, it was a quote unquote FBA sister. But let's pull up the video. Let's see.
Southern fried chicken or shrimp? Why not both? Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's. Like President Trump, I don't owe anybody anything. Georgia can lead America in criminal deportations to cut income
Okay,
taxes.
can you play the video
Yeah,
and
it's coming. Can you be
commercial?
quiet and wait? Anyways, Jesus Christ. Impatient toddler.
At that age, she got the. Why are you interested in middle-aged schoolgirls? This is your leader, a man who talks and writes this kind of stuff about women. And he went on to say, "Why are you stuttering in this video so much, Tariq? You called this woman a liar when she read your own words back to you." I just want to ask the brother if what is the purpose of writing that middle school and high school girls, when you look at them at that age, that you can tell that they're going to be potential whores? All right, nobody's take the answer. That in the art of macking, in the art of macking. No, I didn't. You're alive. You're trolling. You were trolling the other day. This is a woman who supports a sexual predator. This is some other stuff, troll stuff. But let's go ahead. Troll stuff. But let's go ahead.
I mean, again, he's been brought this information almost twice, including on a Twitter debate with Isaac Hayes III. And Tariq Nasheed, Isaac Hayes brought this claim up. Tariq Nasheed, he responded with, and let's see his denial. He can't even spell properly. You can go and search it up. I'm not even lying. He said, and I quote, "You lies keep failing and you are getting desperate. I wonder why you sassy dudes can't take your L with dignity." I think he tried to say your lies keep failing, but yeah, let's just go based off Tariq's lack of grammar. But yeah, again, this proves my point. Tariq Nasheed, he had chances to own up to accountability, have some sort of accountability as a man. Even me, I'd give him respect to that as a man. But no, he was given two opportunities to, own up to, whatever words he said as a youngster. He could have said, "Oh yeah, I said those words back when I was young. I was inexperienced. I was this, I was that, but I don't associate myself with that anymore. I've grown as a man, blah, blah, blah. I denounced it, blah, blah." You get the point. But again, this just proves my point. Tariq Nasheed, in the same points a lot of FBAs are claiming about Africa. Vibes, you have it here on your screen. Vibes, you even posted it at one point where he said a lot of the things FBAs are complaining about of Africa. Tariq Nasheed literally contradicts himself with the points you all are trying to make. Let's see if I can find the video here.
You probably from a country with child marriage, and you mad because he
It's
said
illegal. It's
fast.
illegal. It's illegal. It's heavily
You
enforced
call
and
little girls
illegal.
fast, and y'all
It's
mad.
heavily. Nah, brother. This is Tariq Nasheed's own words. That's why I always say disclaimer. These words that are about to be played are not of my own. They are of Mr.
I
Nasheed.
agree with him. Little girls in neighbor
Single
churches.
parenthood in Africa today. You
What
don't
did
have
you
a bunch
say?
of single mothers
Sorry,
running around
I had
having
to.
babies
I had
just
to.
to be
I
having
can't.
them teen
I'm not
mothers in
listening to that
Africa.
stuff, Isaac. I'm really not listening to him saying that little girls are
Okay,
fast. He needs to go away.
before you even
Brother,
interjected
you
with that,
know,
what that got to do with the conversation we was having, bro?
Me and you,
Tyrone.
Tyrone. I'll get to you in a minute. Let Isaac
Yeah,
speak.
we'll get to you in a minute,
So
Tyrone. We'll get to
you're
you
not
too.
even
Well,
you're
Tyrone,
not
I said
being
we'll get to
relevant to the
you.
conversation right
Tyrone, I
now.
will
You're
get to
bringing
you.
up Chomo.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you soon. Half Chinese man.
Isaac, are you
But
a Chomo?
anyways, no.
Are
Did
you
you
a
not hear me
Chomo dude?
denounce Tariq?
Are you a Chomo?
No, again, again, idiots. They can listen from the comment section, but yes, let's
They
listen.
can just chill in there.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sick
can
of
chill
them
there.
tonight. After
I'm
saying
not gonna
little girls are
argue.
fast, I agree with him. I agree with him. If I could speak freely right now, we would.
I'm not gonna argue with a half Chinese half breed who's claiming to be a pretender. But
Oh
anyway, so let's.
no, he's Blasian. That's so
Yes,
crap.
do you not tell? It's a Cantonese surname. You can go look it up.
No,
Long.
what?
Jeez,
That is so sad.
you guys have me sounding like Peacemaker when I say you miss people. Jesus Christ.
Not Peacemaker.
But yeah, let's get a good listen here. And Vaz, I'm glad you found this audio. I'm happy.
For Africa, show me single parenthood in Africa today. You don't have a bunch of single mothers running around having babies just to be having them, teen mothers in Africa, unless it's like a war-torn country. You don't have that. You don't have a bunch of incest going on over there in Africa. Go back into ancient Africa, especially West Africa. You didn't have dudes raping each other. You didn't have that. A lot of the stuff that we pick up, we got directly from being victimized by the white supremacists. That's a fact. Even our eating habits. Look at if you go back in history, Africans were the healthiest people on the planet.
Yeah, again. Like I was saying, whatever their leader says, it goes. So, I'm sorry, whatever the legal owner says, it goes, people. It goes. They cannot argue against it. If their legal owner said they don't have this problem in Africa, yes, it goes. It goes. It goes. But yeah, if anybody else has anything they want to add to this discussion or this point, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to include too a lot of the dehumanizing that they did first started within their own circles. Calling out each other's features. The broad nose, thick lips,
The
calling each
peppercorn
other
hair.
African. Right,
Oh my
right.
gosh.
And you guys did this to yourself. You guys conditioned yourself under white tea supremacy, under colorism. With all this copper colored colors conversations that we have about how different you look than the brothers and sisters on the continent. So, I mean, this has happened through everything that unfortunately happened within the plantation. Throughout the Willie Lynch mentality. Even if that guy never existed, it still carried out all the same rhetoric and all the same things that were imposed on our people, unfortunately.
But yeah, like I was saying, again, this is their own legal owner saying it out of their mouth. And again, they always like bringing up orphans. Orphans could basically mean you just, again, in the case of, I'll have to bring up Nigeria on this point, and Burkina Faso and Mali and places like that. It's literally not intentional, as in you intentionally leaving that marriage or intentionally leaving that. It could have been due to war. It could have been due to WAR or conflict or famine. It could have been to any of those things that made the child become an orphan. Why am I even explaining what an orphan is? It's the sad part. But yeah, Faye or Elohim, if you have anything else you want to add, please.
Yeah. So, just for clarity's sake, neither of us, when it comes to me and Mr. Tyrone, are right. The study that he's going on about, the 2017 Pew Research Center stat, I looked around, I asked AI if it differentiates between continentals, Caribbeans, Africans versus like AAs, and it doesn't. It just groups all the black people in together. And it says that, what does it say? As of 2015, 24% of newlywed black men were married to someone of a different race ethnicity, compared with 12% of newlywed black women. So black men are definitely dating out more. And it's more likely, it says here, generally native-born individuals, which includes the majority of African Americans, are more likely to intermarry than foreign-born immigrants in the United States. So neither of us are really right, basically.
Yeah, let's talk about that brand again. FBA is not a lineage. Once again, a lineage is ancestry, bloodline, genealogy, something you can trace through time without paperwork. A brand is a legal construct, a trademark owned, defined, and enforced by someone in the present. Those two things are not the same. And no amount of emotional yelling changes that. You had, you respect people like Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, who coined the term foundational Black American. His work was about economics, group strategy, and institutional power, always highlighting how these Europeans pitted immigrants against Black Americans. But they don't like to put that. They see it as immigrants coming and undermining them. They never want to list how the white tea people, they say that we're working with the white tea men to undermine them with the white tea man. So it's kind of contradictory. He did not preach diaspora hostility. He did not attack Africans. He did not erase Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, all the Afros out there in the world, all the Pan-Africanists, all the Black diaspora. What they're defending today is not his vision. It's a distorted kind of view of his vision, and it's just stripped of nuance, and it's weaponized here on social media for clout.
Sad.
So I always make the reference that just like they do with the Africans, I always make the claim with that the African is the wolf, right? The one that wasn't bred, the one that wasn't domesticated. So same thing with this. They have a hard time and a struggle with the Pan-Africanism because it doesn't operate like that. It doesn't operate in domestication. A domesticated animal survives by obedience, by staying within the fence, by being rewarded for compliance and punished for deviation. But African people globally were never meant to be domesticated into one modern political identity or enclosure. The African diaspora is not a kennel. It's an ecosystem, diverse, adaptive, sometimes messy, but powerful. When you try to shrink that ecosystem into a single brand identity like FBA, you're not protecting Black people. You're declawing them. So, yeah. Anyways, Faye, I think now you can follow us. Hey, baby, here, watch. I want to see. Let me show, please. Let me show this real quick. Look at this cute little puppy. Oh. Thank you, brother. Is it a poodle?
No, she's called a Bedlington Terrier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a puppy.
Her hair is beautiful.
Yeah, she's got a haircut.
Nice. It's usually all puffy and stuff.
Yeah, she was getting really good.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Anyways, my phone's going to die, Faye. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, it's at 5%.
All right. Enjoy your walk. Take care.
Okay. Enjoy your sleep. Get some good rest. Okay. We need you. We need you for another day.
Thank you. Peace.
Okay, sister. Peace.